Let's face it, as an entrepreneur, social media can feel overwhelming. You know you need to be using it, but without a good strategy, it often feels like all your efforts are for nothing. And because you don't feel confident about what you're posting on social media, it often feels like you're all over the place and you struggle to be consistent. My mom and I have built a 7-figure personal brand thanks in large part to our social media strategy. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a clear social media strategy for your personal brand that will leave you feeling confident, that will give you clarity, and even better, will put your business into profit. And you definitely want to stick around until the end because I'm going to share our proven social media posting plan and schedule, the same one that we use to power our own 7-figure business absolutely free. Hey there, I'm Jordan Maylea, co-founder of the Global Freedom Community alongside my mom and business partner, Kathy Schneider, where we help ambitious entrepreneurs with a proven blueprint to start, grow, and automate your online business so you can create revenue on autopilot while living the lifestyle of your dreams. If you're new here, be sure and hit that subscribe button because we put out great new videos just like this one on this channel every single week, and we don't want you to miss a single one. A social media strategy is a written plan that outlines your social media goals, the tactics you desire to use, and the metrics you plan to track. But creating a social media plan that actually moves the needle in your business is easier said than done. Too many entrepreneurs approach social media like throwing paint up against the wall and just waiting to see what sticks. They're just constantly posting, they're hustling, they're showing up on all the platforms, but they're not actually making money in their business from social media because they don't have a clear strategy. The good news is, with the right plan, you can actually show up less on social media and get better results. That means you can increase your business revenue while also creating more freedom in your life and not feeling like you have to be stuck to your phone 24/7. We have 5 tips to help you make it happen, so let's dive in. Step number 1 is to determine your end game. And if you're new here, you definitely want to go check out this video where I shared how my mom and I went from social media nobodies to creating a business that did over $300,000 in revenue in just 10 months by focusing on one specific goal. Shiny object syndrome is real, and the first step to creating actual money in your business through social media is to know the purpose behind your posts. This video is going to walk you through how to do that, so be sure you go check it out. Tip number 2 is to set a posting schedule for each social media platform. This is the classic case of where failing to plan is planning to fail. Because without a set schedule, there's no way that you can create balance in your social media posts and hit all the points you need to hit throughout each week. You need to be creating content that's attracting new viewers, that's nurturing your current followers, and that's converting followers into customers and clients. And there's no way to make sure that you're doing that effectively without a clear schedule. Having a clear schedule takes all the guesswork out of your social media strategy, and it makes it much easier to do tip number 3, which is to create time blocks where you will batch your content. As a busy entrepreneur, there is nothing worse than waking up in the morning, knowing that you need to show up on social media that day, but not knowing what to post. We use our social media posting plan and schedule to keep us on track, and then we schedule time blocks throughout the week to create content ahead of time. So whether you're creating inspirational quote images in Canva, or you're batch recording your Reels or TikToks, or you're planning outlines for your upcoming IGTV or Facebook Live videos, it's much easier to plan these in time blocks than it is to do them on the cuff throughout each day. So our little tip for time blocking and batching content is to focus on creating one type of content in each time block. So maybe you set aside an hour where you're going to go into Canva and create some inspirational quote images. Then maybe you set aside another couple of hours on a different day where you're going to record all of your reels for the upcoming month. It's actually much faster to create content in batches than it is to do them one at a time. You can take your brain and focus it in on that one goal, that one thing. If you're a woman and you like to get your hair and makeup done for your reels, then you only have to do that once instead of having to do it every single day. So there's a lot of advantages to making sure that you're batching your content. Not only is it going to help you get ahead of schedule and stay more consistent in your posting, but it's actually going to help you get your posts created in less time. Another tip to help you stay more consistent and create more freedom in your life while showing up on social media is tip number 4, and that is to use a post scheduler. We use Meet Edgar and Planoly to schedule our posts and have them auto post for us ahead of time. So my mom and I are big believers in that as an entrepreneur, you get to plan your business around your life rather than the other way around. But how can you do that if you're having to consistently show up anywhere from 1 to 3 to 5 times a day to post on social media? You can't. You need to be using a post scheduler that will auto post for you on your most important platforms so that you can batch your content, batch your scheduling, and then go on with your life. Doing this also allows you to spend your time throughout the week engaging with the people who are liking, commenting, and engaging with your posts on social media. You can spend more time connecting with your audience because you're not always stressed about creating that next piece of content. Even with a posting schedule and scheduling things in advance, one question my mom and I get all the time is how to come up with ideas for what to post on social media. And that leads us to tip number 5, which is get to know your audience. There's lots of ways you can do this, but one of our favorites when you're first starting out is to look for other big accounts in a similar niche of yours. So people who might be targeting the same type of people that you're targeting with your business, and really just use their accounts for inspiration. Now, obviously, you never want to copy someone directly, but when you see a post that's getting a lot of traction, or you see a post and you think, man, that would be a really great idea for my audience, I want you to start saving those posts and then figuring out how you can recreate them using your own voice. Also, it's incredibly important to create conversations with your content. Don't just talk at people, talk with them. Include questions and calls to action in your captions. In your stories, make sure that you are using all the features like polls and stickers and the question boxes, asking people to DM you with their thoughts and ideas. This is going to help you get to know your audience and figure out what kind of content they want to see more of so that you can get busy creating that for them. Okay, I told you that we had 5 tips to help you make your social media strategy possible, but I actually wanted to throw in one bonus tip that I think is really going to make a difference for you. And that is tip number 6, track everything. The biggest mistake we see people make on social media is they just guess. Every post is just a stab in the dark, and they don't take the time to evaluate which posts are performing well and which strategies are working the best and moving the needle in their business. We use a program called Flick. I will link it in the show notes below, that we use to track our hashtag performance so that we can make sure every hashtag we use on our posts is reaching the maximum number of people so that they're really doing their job and working for us to get our content out to our ideal audience. We also track things like how many followers are brought in by each post. We track things like which posts get the most profile visits, which posts get the most website clicks. You can go into your Instagram insights to get all of this data, and it's really, really important to take a look at it every single week and evaluate which posts are getting the most engagement, the most new followers, and the most clicks over to your website. Okay, I promised you our social media schedule, but before I give it to you, we want to know which social media platform are you most focused on right now? Are you focused on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, something else? Let us know in the comments below, and feel free to include the link to your social media profile so that we can stop by and say hello. If you want to see our full social media strategy for every major platform, including how we sell with Facebook and Instagram stories, then you want to download our free social media posting plan. This is the exact same schedule we follow to power our own 7-figure personal brand. And we always keep this guide updated with the best practices and any upcoming algorithm updates. We provide you with a full social media posting schedule for each major platform, including all the different types of posts you need to be hitting each week, not just for your feed, but also in your stories. This guide is valued at $97, but we're giving it to you free because you're here watching this video today. I'm going to link to it in the show notes, or you can go to globalfreedomcommunity.com/post to download it now. If you want to dive deeper into your social media strategy and see which platform you should be using to get the best results based on your specific business goals, check out this video. And if you're new here, be sure and hit that subscribe button because we have brand new content just like this dropping on this channel every single week, and I don't want you to miss out. That's all I've got for today. I can't wait to see you in the next video.